I got introduced to Motown through the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson, who's always been my idol. So I've revered Berry Gordy forever. And then, you know, to be in the room with him and have him kind of tell him, he's like, man, I wasn't that mad when I did that. Like, you know, I was like, you know, to argue with him back and forth over how we want to portray scenes. It's really a great time.
This story is about love and forgiveness and the people who helped this man build his company, which he started with $800 in Detroit. It's the story of America. It's the story of dreams. It's the story of freedom. It's the story of liberation.
He started out at Ford's on the assembly line, and before it was over, he had an assembly line of writers and stars and you name it.
When I think about how much it means to the world, it is so overwhelming. It really is. I mean, Motown changed the world, and to think that my two parents had that much to do with it.
The music of Motown, whether it was Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, The Temptations, the Four Tops, you name it, on and on and on, right? Always the most influential, most important music maybe ever made.
My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. It's long overdue. Long overdue. I think that, you know, he made a contribution to the world that should be acknowledged. And I'm glad that this is finally happening, that he's doing his life story for people to come and see it.
Motown to me means how I grew up, how I first learned what it was to be soulful, how I first even envisioned the idea of glamorous women, black women on a stage. My parents played Motown, I played Motown, my nephews who are in the next generation play Motown. Everybody plays Motown.
You don't know how I'm busting for this show to start. I am absolutely busting. I mean, Motown is just part of me, and everyone says when you listen to this music, it takes you straight back. I'm excited for Berry Gordy. I'm excited for the cast. I can't wait to see it.
Broadway is so close to Motown anyway, you know. I mean, Motown is Broadway and Broadway is Motown because we work the same way, you know. I mean, collaboration, and we competed inside with each other, Smokey and I, for years, just like Broadway, but they all got to get together at some point, and the love is there. You know, I love the dedication.
Did your dad tell you about the show early on, and what did you say?
Early on and often. It's all he's talked about for the last maybe 3 years. It's been a long time. He is dedicated to it. He wants every detail to be just right. He's working so hard on really the writing. I mean, it's not just that he's some producer somewhere sitting. Yeah, I mean, he really is paying attention to every detail, and it means so much to him to get this story right after all of the incorrect stories that have been out there. Yeah, it's very important.
You have to give this its due because of what Motown does, the power, the impact, the love, all of that is so evident with this, and it has to happen on stage. It has to happen for the audience, that they take this journey, because the audience feels ownership of this music, and they should, because it belongs to all of us. It's not just something, and that's the thing that I love about putting it on stage, that it belongs to everybody, and we put it out there in the world.
There's a new me coming.